Hello everyone. In today's video we are going to see how to find out the zeros of the polynomial or solve the quadratic equation, or you can say that find out the roots of the quadratic equation. Let's get started. Quadratic equations. Learn how to find out zeros of the polynomial or roots of the given quadratic equation or how to solve the quadratic equations. I have picked the same questions which I have done it in the last video. If you have not watched it, please watch my last video. So this was the equation, we solved it, and these are the factors of that equation. If we have to find out the zeros of the polynomial, what we have to do? We have to put the factors equal to 0. We have to put it equal to 0. If two individual factors are equal to 0, that means either this factor is 0 or this factor is 0. So we will try both of them. If this factor is 0, that means if you put y plus 2 is equal to 0, the value for y, move this on right hand side, the value for y is minus 2. So this is one of your zeros of the polynomial. If I put y plus 1 is equal to 0 and I solve it, move this on right hand side, it will be y is equal to minus 1. This is the second zeros of the polynomial. If we have to find out the roots of the quadratic equation, that means the question will be given to you as y square plus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. You need to solve that. That means you need to factorize this first, which we have done here, and then equal to 0, and the same way you can find out the roots. Y is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to minus 1 are the roots of this equation. Or if they say that solve the quadratic equation, that means you need to find out the answers as y is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to minus 1. Let's see the second example we have done last time. X square plus 12 plus 8x. This is not written in the proper order. So we have written this in the proper order, x square plus 8x plus 12. If we have to find out the zeros of the polynomial, we factorize this. You have to put the factors is equal to 0. If two brackets individually are equal to 0, that means either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. We have to try for both of them. Let's put x plus 6 is equal to 0. X plus 6 is equal to 0. Move the 6 on right hand side. You will get x is equal to minus 6. This is one of the zeros of the polynomial. If I put x plus 2 is equal to 0, I move this on right hand side, it will be x is equal to minus 2. This is the second zeros of the polynomial. If they tell you solve the quadratic equation, that means they give you x square plus 12 plus 8x is equal to 0. You need to solve that. So the same way you have to do the factors of this equation and they are equal to 0, and you have to get the answers as x is equal to minus 6 and x is equal to minus 2. Let's see next example. A square minus 32 minus 4a. This is not written in the proper order. I have written it in the proper order. A square minus 4a minus 32. And these are the factors of this equation. If I have to find out the zeros of the polynomial, I have to put them equal to 0. Two brackets individually are equal to 0. That means either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. Let's try for both of them. A minus 8 is equal to 0. Move this 8 on right hand side. A is equal to 8. This is one of the zeros of the polynomial. If a plus 4 is equal to 0, move this 4 on right hand side. A is equal to minus 4. This is your second zeros of the polynomial. If they tell you solve the quadratic equation or find out the roots of that equation, this equation will be given to you as 0. You have to factorize this equation and you have to reach here, that is equals to 0. That means individually these brackets are 0 and you have to get the answer as a is equal to 8 and a is equal to minus 4 are the roots of this equation, or you have solved the quadratic equation. Let's see the another example which we have solved earlier. 6y square minus 1 minus y. This is not written in the proper order. 6y square minus y minus 1 is the proper order. You need to factorize this one. If you have to find out the zeros of the polynomial, put this equal to 0. Two individual brackets are equal to 0. That means either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. We will try for both of them. 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. Move this 1 on right hand side. 2y is equal to 1. Y is equal to half. This is your first zeros of the polynomial. Let's put 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. Move this 1 on right hand side. 3y is equal to minus 1. Y is equal to minus 1 over 3. This is your second zeros of the polynomial. If they tell you solve the quadratic equation, that means this should be given as 0 to you and you have to factorize this. You have to reach here and both are equal to 0. You have to get the answers as y is equal to half and y is equal to minus 1 over 3 are the roots of this equation, or you solve the quadratic equation. Let's see the next example. 12x square minus 25x plus 12. We need to find out the zeros of the polynomial, so we have to factorize it and we have to reach here. If we have to find out the zeros of the polynomial, you have to put this equal to 0. Two brackets individually are equal to 0. That means either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. Let's try for both of them. 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Move this 4 on right hand side. 3x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 over 3. This is one of the zeros of the polynomial. Let's try for the second one. 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. Move this 3 on right hand side. 4x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3 by 4. This is second zeros of the polynomial. If they tell you to solve the quadratic equation, that means they will give you this is equal to 0 and you need to solve that quadratic equation. For that also you need to factorize this and you have to reach here. That is equals to 0 and you need to get the answers as x is equal to 4 by 3 and x is equal to 3 by 4 is your answer. That's how you will solve the quadratic equation, or you will find out the roots of the quadratic equation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. Bye bye everyone.